Tonight on Southwest Local News. A disappointing incident in North Warrnambool with a bakery worker spat on. Warrnambool musician Michael Honan becomes #1 on the country radio music charts with his new single. A protest outside Southwest Healthcare for better workplace conditions and pay. And in sport, the Western Victoria Female Football League Grand Final sets up for this Sunday.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Liam Fitzgerald.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. A disappointing incident in North Warrnambool this morning with a bakery worker spat on. An irate customer charged into the shop yelling at the worker before spitting on him. The incident happened at Gallo Bakery. In a statement on the bakery's Facebook page, the worker said it was something that he never expected. He said he shared the video so this behaviour did not become normal in the community. Eye-opening, that's for sure. Warrnambool musician Michael Honan became #1 on the country radio music charts with his new single, Hold Me Close, just days after its release. The singer-songwriter began taking music seriously back in 2024 and he's recently performed in Nashville at Luke Combs' Category 10 venue alongside Australian Idol's Lane Pittman. Honan balances his rising career with a 9 to 5 IT job in Warrnambool, writing and recording music every night after work.
My name is Michael Honan. I'm a country artist, born and raised here in Warrnambool. And I've been doing some cool things, releasing some cool music and getting to play some cool shows. I didn't even realise until perhaps halfway through the day, because, you know, I don't check social media that often. But I had a bunch of comment mentions and, you know, people had messaged me going, "Oh, you got a #1 again, yeah." And I was like, "Oh, hell yeah." Like, yeah. No, it's great. It's great.
And what about on a local level? Do you think that, are you being recognised at Coles yet?
It has happened once or twice. There's a few fuel stations where I occasionally run into people and I always get people asking how the shows are going and, you know, how is America or all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, that's always exciting. It's great meeting locals that are into the music. Anybody who knows me knows that I have my calendar just packed full of stuff and I only look at what I'm doing on that day and I don't look beyond that. In fact, I don't even know what shows I have on this weekend until it gets to about Thursday and then I have a look and go, "Oh, we're over there, cool." So I'm essentially juggling 2 full-time jobs. So basically I work my usual 9 to 5 and then essentially as soon as I leave that and I get back home, I am just, admin, you know. I'm up at bloody 6 a.m. doing all the admin work and then I go to work and then go home and then record, write songs, all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot to juggle, but I mean, I don't know. I honestly couldn't ask for more. It's it's fantastic. I'd love to play places like CMC Rocks, you know. I mean, that's a dream for any country artist from Australia. Over in the US, I'd love to just keep building my network and meet some of the best songwriters because, you know, at heart, what I love doing is writing songs and creating something from nothing. And nothing trumps the feeling of leaving a writer's room knowing that you just wrote a damn cool song. And I don't know, I just love the craft. I love being the dumbest person in the room and then just actually going and recording it and turning it into something that just, you know, tickles your brain. I just love every facet of it. It's awesome.
What a cool dude. Hold Me Close is available on all streaming services now. A dispute over workplace conditions and pay was the subject of a protest at Southwest Healthcare today. Members of the Health Services Union of Victoria, No. 3 branch, gathered to put pressure on the state government to meet the demands of Victorian allied health professionals. Those professionals include physiotherapists, occupational therapists, speech pathologists and podiatrists, among others. Pay rates and retention of staff in regional areas like Warrnambool are sticking points. Warrnambool has been chosen as a regional host for the Melbourne International Film Festival. From August 13 to 16 and 21 to 23, the Capital Cinema will screen 10 films. These will include one of the last works of the late Sam Neill, who voiced a character in the film The Fox. Tickets for all screenings can be booked at the cinema's box office. Capital Cinema manager Daniel Tobin is excited about the festival coming to town.
Yeah, it's been a very successful year for us already, but we're really excited to bring MIF down here just because it brings something a bit more different to our regional audiences. We've got sport documentaries, we've got dark comedies, and we've even got thrillers for everyone.
Member for 22ND has questioned the spend of taxpayers' money by the federal government for a conference of the parties later this year. The MP says over $4.2 million will be spent for bureaucrats and activists to stay at luxury resorts in Fiji leading into the conference. The luxury hotels feature golf courses, spas, lagoon-style pools, adult-only nightclubs, beachfront restaurants and water sports schools. The MP is the Shadow Minister for Energy and Emissions Reduction. He says that this comes as more than 240,000 Australians were in energy poverty. When her daughter was diagnosed with hip dysplasia at just 6 weeks old, Warrnambool mum Heidi O'Brien never imagined the journey would end in a children's book. Shana Rogers has more.
It started with a diagnosis no parent expects. At just 6 weeks old, Heidi O'Brien's daughter was diagnosed with hip dysplasia, a condition affecting the development of the hip joint.
We, as a family, understood how challenging it was for her and for me as a mother, as a first-time mother, and navigating through motherhood. And I realised that there wasn't a lot of support out there for families, and specifically education, not only for adults but for children. So this is why it sparked the idea of a children's book.
5 years on, that little girl is thriving, and her journey has become the heart of a book 4 years in the making.
The book is about a baby diagnosed with hip dysplasia, and it follows the baby's journey all the way through to recovery. And along the way, it showcases all the challenges that particular mothers face in the public and also behind closed doors. And it's a good indication for people and for readers to understand what goes on whilst a child is diagnosed.
It's believed to be the first of its kind on the Australian market, written to help young children understand the condition and to meet it with kindness.
I sat down planning and I thought to myself, we do so much work with adults. We do social media, we do lots of advocating for adults. And I thought, how am I going to present this education with the younger generation? And so a children's book was a perfect idea to then educate them, but also spread awareness in the younger generation.
The entire project is not for profit, with every cent raised going directly to families affected by hip dysplasia.
Beautiful local artist Maya, she's done a fantastic job, and we worked together for 6 months getting it perfect, and she has just made my vision come alive, and I'm so proud of her.
A story born from one family's journey, now hoping to light the way for many more.
But I've met so many families who are going through this alone and they don't quite understand it, they don't know how to essentially get through it. So I think this is going to provide a lot of sense of security and to feel less alone.
Shana Rogers, Southwest Local News.
Fantastic story, and a big shout out to Maya Steele down the hallway at One Day Studios. Young families in Merivale now have an improved public play space. The new playground just outside Merivale Recreation Reserve is now operational. It includes 2 slides, climbing equipment, swings, a trampoline, seating, and is fully enclosed with a fence. The upgrade was carried out by the Warrnambool City Council as part of its annual playground renewal program. While putting off going to the dentist is the latest sacrifice being forced by the cost of living bite, no pun intended. This was a finding in the Australian Institute of Health and Welfare's biennial Australia's Health 2026 report. The report shows 1 in 4 Australians who need dental care delayed or did not access it, with the cost the most common reason, cited by 16% of those who needed a dentist. Putting off visiting a GP was also a worrying trend, with the 18.5 million Australians aged 15 and over who needed to see a GP, 27% delayed or did not see one at all. Nearly 1 in 13 or 7.7% delayed or skipped a GP visit, specifically because of cost. Staying anonymous for online bullies is set to be an impossible task into the future. The Victorian government has announced new laws that will require social media companies to reveal the identity of anonymous users accused of online vilification. This will happen through the extended demasking powers to VCAT. Premier Jacinta Allen says this delivered on her commitment to hold social media companies to account for online hate. Ratepayers in Moyne are being offered free native trees in the lead up to National Tree Day. On Thursday, July 23rd, the free trees will be handed out on the Koroit Village Green and Market Square in Mortlake. The next day, a Port Fairy giveaway will take place at Battery Hill. The Port Fairy gathering will also include a tree planting event from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. National Tree Day is Sunday, July 26th. And that's all in general news. After the break, we'll return with sport and weather. Back soon.
George Taylor Stores, 3 stores, an astonishing range of products. Clothing, accessories, beanies, gloves, hats and belts. Brands like Bisley, Yakka and Ridgeline. Plus the largest range of boots and gumboots in the region. George Taylor Stores.
Hi, it's Rob from the Vet Group. Heifers are the future of a dairy herd, and the Vet Group is here to help your heifers meet their potential. Whether that's by monitoring worm egg counts or mineral levels, or designing a vaccination calendar to help prevent infectious disease. Our techs and vets can make things easier for you on farm by weighing heifers, assisting in synchrony programs, and teat sealing heifers to prevent mastitis at calving. The Vet Group, making herd care easy.
We use the Ridley team, make a phone call, I get high quality advice. We tend to have 6 weekly visits from the team where we do a full farm walk and herd health check. They check in on production and the feeding rate. It's something I don't have to worry too much about because I'm always comfortable that they will have it under control. The feed that comes out of Ridley's fully confident every day of the year that it's high quality grain or pellets.
Through the race and out onto the arena, here is the toss. Tom gets the first possession, quick pass to Brett, drops the sitter, play on down the corridor, a cracking effort by Sam. Down the line to Tim with a sizzler, a turnover from Michael. Rachel gets it back, a chip kick to Charlotte, shakes off a tackle, back down the line to Sam, stacks on the mill, but he gets it out to Brett, he spins and bags a goal. Kerman's Hamburgers for the win, a fan favourite since 49.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back as it's time to turn our attention to local sport. It's the Western Victoria Female Footy League Grand Final Day this Sunday at Warrnambool's Reed Oval. In the under-18s, it will be Koroit versus South Warrnambool. The game will be a family affair with the first cousins Elsie Finnegan and Ruby Walters McCosker lining up on opposite sides. Elsie will pull on the Koroit jumper while Ruby will be part of the Roosters lineup. We spoke to the girls ahead of the big game.
How long have you girls been playing footy for?
I've been playing most of my whole life, but I've been at South for 3 years now.
And I've only been playing for 3 years since Koroit got their under 15s girls team.
And where do you play, Ruby? Where do you play?
I play full forward.
Yep.
And I'm a small forward.
Nice. Have you played against each other much?
Once. Yeah. At the start of the year. So.
No,
Twice.
Did you run into each other at any time?
Yeah, I tried to play and I was a fair bit to dig into it a little bit, but yeah.
What do you enjoy most about footy, Elsie?
I like we have a good group of girls out at Koroit, and it's really like the social. It's probably not about social, but it is. It's good. Like we all get along, and yeah, that's probably my favourite part. And it doesn't matter if you're good or if you're bad. Like everyone's still learning, like the game. So yeah.
What about you, Ruby?
I just love kicking goals. Really.
Yeah.
Fan of that, and yeah, it's a good community all around everywhere. So yeah.
Anyone influence your careers, both of you?
Probably my brother, Josh Chatfield. He, inspired me a little bit, but yeah.
Didn't try and get you to play for Croydon?
No, he didn't actually. I said no way.
I'd say Joe, my coach out at Croydon, he's been amazing to all of us girls. He's, really, if we wouldn't be here on Sunday if it wasn't for him, honestly. He's taught us so much and, it's so good.
And what about grand final? Who are you first? What do you think's going to happen?
Oh, I don't know. I've been thinking about it since we played Cavendish and just real nervous, but I think us South girls can pull it off and get the win.
It's going to be a very close game, mate. Definitely think South played awesome last weekend. We went and watched and it was a good game against South and Cavendish, so I think South, I don't know, hopefully Karoo get the win, but it's going to be a close game. That's for sure.
And both being Cavendish, they were a good side during the year, weren't they?
Yeah, top of the ladder, so they smashed us every game, I'm pretty sure. We won once.
We played them once during the season and we lost by like nearly 80, and then got down at Portland the other week and we won by 10 points I think in the end. Which, it was, I don't know if anyone was expecting it, but it was good.
I suppose you hear all the old blokes talk about finals and different games and all that stuff and grand finals, and I suppose you've experienced that a little bit the first 2 weeks of finals this year.
It's finals atmosphere is definitely different to just a normal game of footy during the year, but there's definitely more supporters around and everyone's got all different opinions, so
everyone sort of comes together for finals, so that's good.
Very good.
A bit of family rivalry always makes things interesting. Looking forward to seeing the outcome. Tirrandara's Sarah Wall has made history for the club. Wall has become Tirrandara's first women's footballer to play 50 Western Victorian Female Football League senior games. Wall reached the milestone in her team's preliminary final against the Hamilton Kangaroos on Sunday. Unfortunately, her team lost a close game to bring their season to an end, but Wall remained proud of their efforts.
So Sarah, how's it feel to play 50 games?
It's absolutely amazing. Tirrandara Football Netball Club have been such a support from the get-go, building it from the ground up with us. It's just been amazing being able to have such a great group of girls, just to be able to have that bond and friendship with them and just build it, continuing, and hopefully for a future more for the females.
And made finals this year, which is a great achievement.
Yes, it is. I think each year we keep going further and further, and I couldn't be more proud of the girls.
Well done, Sarah. Cobden Surgeon Hamden Open Grade Netball continues to gain momentum. On Saturday on their home court, the Bombers had a 77-33 goal win over the Hamilton Kangaroos. It was their 8th win in the last 10 games, with the 2 losses to powerhouse South Warrnambool and Koroit. This run of form has come after a slow start to the season when Cobden lost its final 3 games. The Bombers are 3rd on the ladder and will travel to play the North Warrnambool Eagles this weekend, where they will start as clear favourites. Merivale has gone a game clear in 2nd place on the Warrnambool District A-grade netball ladder. The Tigers were too good for 3rd placed Old Collegians on Saturday, winning by 17 goals. Naranda remains on top after a 20-goal win over the Timboon Demons, and Kaloranurut were 99-goal winners over Deddington. Russells Creek had a tight 5-goal win over Pam Newell, while Allensford had a 75-31-goal win over South Rovers. And that's all in sport today. In Warrnambool, a cold start with patchy showers with light winds reaching a top of 14. After the break, we'll return with the full forecast. Back soon.
Hi, Ben Cunnington here. When it comes to looking after my property, there's one place I trust, Bell's Garden Centre. They stock ride-on mowers from Ferris, Arians and Country Clipper, plus small power equipment from Victor, Super Swift, Echo, Shindaiwa and Greenworks. With over 60 years combined servicing experience, they'll keep your gear running right. And it's not just machinery. Bells have everything for your garden, from giftware and pots to bird baths and concrete features. They even deliver anywhere across the southwest. So if you want the best for your yard, head to Bell's Garden Centre. They've got you covered.
Are you struggling with that creative endeavour? Are you struggling creating cool digital art? Keep gluing your hands to a friend of yours? Are your 3D prints never turning out just the way you want them? Well, One Day Studios might be the place for you. your one-stop shop for learning, creating and turning your ideas into a reality. You can have access to everything One Day Studios has to offer. Professional heat press equipment, 3D printers ready for your next design, high-quality cameras and lighting setup. Whether you're brand new or an experienced maker, start creating with One Day Studios.
Lava Street Veterinary Clinic on Raglan Parade is a caring, family-run clinic offering exceptional care at affordable prices. We're the only clinic in Warrnambool dedicated to small animals. Paws, feathers, scales and fins. For over 40 years, our family tradition has been our commitment to your pet's wellbeing. With a purpose-built facility and the latest technology, we provide gold standard care. From community desexing days to special offers each month, experience the difference at Lava Street Veterinary Clinic.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. Showers are on the way for the southwest with temperatures lingering around 14 with a few degrees warmer predicted for the weekend. Now to the forecast. 12 in Port Fairy tomorrow with showers on the way. 14 for Friday, showers increasing with a low of 8. 15 to start the weekend with westerly winds and lows down to 5 degrees. Up to Mortlake, 10 degrees tomorrow, overnight lows down to 3 with showers predicted. 13 for Friday with a shower or 2, and for Saturday 14, cloudy and light showers. Over to the Colac and Camperdown region, a top of 10 for Thursday, westerly winds. Friday expecting 12 degrees with partly cloudy conditions. 13 on Saturday with a high chance of showers in the morning and afternoon. Down to the coast at Port Campbell, 12 tomorrow with a chance of showers with small hail along the coast. Friday 14 with daytime lows down to 9, and Saturday 15 cloudy and a high chance of rain. Back west to Warrnambool for tomorrow, 7 to kick off the day with temperatures rising to a top of 12, a chance of light hail along the coast as well. For Friday 14 with showers increasing with winds westerly, and 15 degrees to start the weekend with daytime lows of 9 degrees. Winter's certainly set in, hasn't it? That's it from your Southwest Local News team. Thanks for tuning in, either online, on the podcast or on 3Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand at southwestlocalnews.com.au, where you can read all the articles also on southwestlocalnews.com.au. Until Friday night, have a great night.